All right, so a couple of days ago, I said I was going to talk about my strategy for my marination process, where I break boxes open and I put them to the side and just let them cook for a couple years, or that's my plan and what I want to do. So I want to talk about that and some of the mistakes that I've made so far. So this is all the, I would say, hits that I have left from the past 5 years or so. So right here on the left, I have my top loaders, and I got a little stack of Drake Mays here that I had put to the side to maybe send them to get graded, but probably not. I'm just gonna keep them to see what happens over the next decade or so. Like these are so cheap that I don't. Oh my god, don't remind me about these tops finds that I broke. That I just didn't know that. I just didn't know that the unlicensed product was so trash. I wish I would have never opened this stuff up or bought it. So this is a Drake made. It's pretty much worthless because it's unlicensed because he doesn't have a jersey or anything. Anything on his jersey. It's just a plain. It's garbage. It's basically garbage. It's unlicensed. Don't buy it. Here's some Jaden Daniel base cards that I have. It's put to the side. They're not worth selling. They're probably like $5 or something. I'll just keep him. Maybe he's the next Tom Brady. Probably won't be, but I can say, oh, I got some of those when like in 20 years or so. So I'm playing a really long game here. So what else we got? So these are all of my 2000s NBA hits. A lot of this stuff is stuff that I got from opening old wax that I regret doing. I wish I would have just kept the sealed wax, but it was fun. So these are all the players that I could remember and pretty much legends. So I put all of these in sleeves. There's a Carmelo Gold. Who's that? Kevin Garnett. What's his name? Paul Gasol. Yeah, I remember him. Dwayne Wade. Nash. CJ4, that's gold, so I just kept it. But a lot of these players, pretty solid players, and I could hold on to them. And, when I'm an older guy, well, here's this. This is 97. Marbury. It's pretty cool. I think that's a rookie. But I could just keep these in this box. I could sell them, but it's not worth selling. I want to keep them for maybe another 20 years or so. And, then I can just those are going to be cards that people want. So here's some more. There's a Robert Ory rookie. There's that Marbury again. He died. That's Matumbo. So that's probably worth something now. Pippen. Got a lot of Pippen. That's Grant Hill's name. A lot of legends. These are all legends from wax that I opened up. So these are all mint condition. I could probably send a lot of these in to get graded, to be real. But grading is only for me. It's only to sell. So I don't want to sell these cards yet, but maybe get them graded when I'm ready to sell them. It might be a good idea. Who else we got? These are base cards back here in the back. There's a Bibby. So this is all my 2000s NBA. So I'm kind of organizing everything ahead of time. What I want to go through and go by player as well, player set. But when I have enough stuff, like right now, I don't have that much stuff to sort. Like I want to go set, player, year. But right now it's guided by sports and year. And there's a Richard Hamilton I just bought. All right, this is my LeBron section of singles. Pretty much, just singles that I might have found in wax. A couple of these I bought. I had this idea where I was just going to buy a LeBron card, just every dollar LeBron card I was going to buy them. So I started that with a lot of the Heat stuff. And I was like, this is going to take up a lot of space. Let's just buy some graded ones. And I kind of went on that journey. These are all these Laker ones I found in ripped wax. These are all, they'll hold their value, but they're not that dear to me. But I'll keep them. Here's my very thin Jordan section. These are all Jordans that I found in open wax, which is not much because I just don't do it anymore. I might do one here and there, but I don't like ripping wax, old wax. Here's my, Panthers, Hornets collection. This is my PC players. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this, but these are the Hornets and Panthers that I've accumulated over the years. And it's a fun collection. DJ Moore, he's not with the Panthers, but I'm gonna keep it. Christian McCaffrey, he's not with the Panthers anymore, but I'll keep it. Peppers, a lot of LaMelo, Brandon, Miles Bridges. Here's my Steph Curry's that I've accumulated. Not much. See, a lot of this stuff. Well, not this stuff. This stuff is from the opening wax. There's my Patrick Mahomes selection. Not much there either. I don't buy much of that stuff. I don't buy much Patrick Mahomes. I think his stuff is probably overvalued. You probably can get it cheaper if you. I mean, it might be pretty cheap right now because he's injured. There's my Pokemon. On the left is the Pokemon that I have listed, which is nothing because it's like, I don't really care. But I went through the little TCG listing phase, and it's a lot of work, but not much reward. And these are all the unlisted, base cards and etc. of Pokemon and that, but it's not much. This is a pile of slabs that I want to get rid of ASAP. That 8, it's garbage. I might send it in to get it graded. This right here is a cool card. This is a 9. Michael Penix out of 15, paid $284. I was gonna send it to get graded again, but this is a Grady Dick I bought, last year. It's probably worth way less now. I'm trying to wait for the playoffs to get rid of this. I don't really want to waste my time, really. I don't want to take the risk of damaging it, trying to get it out of the case. That's really what it's about. The risk of getting it damaged, taking it out, is like, I just can't. I don't want to lose. All right, so this is the newer stuff. So this is where the regret starts to settle in. Back in 2021, I started collecting, and then I got into this thing called ComC, where I was opening packs and then sending them to ComC and then selling them. And I regret doing that now because, as you'll see, is I have a lot of this stuff. There's a Cam Scatterboo. I might need to send that in and maybe not get it graded, but I need to sell that because that's probably the highest right now that I'll ever get for it. So let's put it aside just in case, but I might want to keep it. We don't know. But this is a lot of the newer stuff. I have a lot of selection of the 2025, 2024, these are all the guys that a lot of these guys I don't know. So what I do is basically, my plan is to put all these guys in the box, all the rookies, all the stars in a box, and let them marinate. And as the years progress, I go through that section, like 2024. What I'll do is I'll go through this section and start picking out players that probably are not going to be anything. You would think that I would take out the players that are good, but I take out the players that are bad and I get rid of them. That's my plan. Where I made the mistake of is I started getting rid of the good players. That's what I was doing, is I was getting rid of the good players and keeping the bad players. So now, as you'll see, as I get towards the end of this pile, or not this stack, but maybe, 2023, 2022, 21, that pile is very thin. And the only players that are in those are good players. Like this Hendon Hooker. I don't think he's playing anymore. I paid $22 for that. It's probably maybe $10 card. Let's take that loss and get it out of there and keep all these better players that will probably go down in value as well. But I think the experience long term is going to be a lot better because I can already kind of see, like, as I'm looking through some of these, I'm seeing players that have pretty good rookie years and I still have their stuff. Let's take that out and sell it. It's Roma Dunze, But a lot of these guys I don't know, I should start selling all of these now and get rid of them, thin it down, and keep the legends and just make space that way. And that way I can kind of keep some income coming in from this stuff, but not selling the good players. So look at this. 2023, there's nothing there. 2022, 2020. I don't even have anything from 2021. Who is this? Jaden Reed. Who is that? Cedric, like, there's an Anthony Richardson. And then look, like, it's all Stetson Bennett. Like, we got to see what's going on with these guys and get rid of these. But they're all guys that are nobody. It's a big no-no, man. That's a no-no. Okay, the 22 pile, we got Brock Purdy still in there. So, and Aaron Rodgers, and that's it. And then the 2020 pile, that's all stuff that I just pulled from that hitbox. And I think that hitbox is what really, set the plan in motion. Because I'm like, yeah, if I do these hitboxes, I can accumulate a lot of cards and we can just weed through them and keep the legends, for a rainy day. Like, keep the guys as long as they're playing, basically. That's basically the strategy. Let them marinate as long as, and if they're not playing, if they look like they're not going to be playing, I get rid of them. Same thing for basketball. The basketball selection is a little bit thinner because I'm more of a football guy. But we got a lot of the guys, the top tier guys. Now that guy right there, probably should get rid of him. Who is that? Keep that. Now this guy right here, who is this? Will Riley. This is a patch. I should probably sell this. Like, I don't know what he's doing. Maybe keep it a little bit longer just in case. But it's probably not going to be higher than it is right now, ever again. All these guys, I'll keep them. And that's the time I'll go through it and see Ben Sriff is he still playing? Who is this? All these guys I should probably get rid of, but I'll keep them until the season starts. Dylan Harper, I kind of want to sell that, but I don't have that many. But the funny thing is, I'll probably end up buying a lot of Dylan Harper, a lot of Con Knipple, a lot of Cooper Flag. Oh my God, I hate this right here. This is all, get me out of there. All these Topps Finest. Oh my God, I ripped so much Topps Finest last year. It's just, oh my goodness. Look at no logos anywhere. It's atrocious, man. Get me out of here. Okay. Prism. I got a lot of Donovan Clingan autos. I got a lot of Zachary. Like, now I'm starting to see the fruits of my labor. Like Josh, Eddie, Buck, these guys are still playing. They're decent players, and these cards are probably holding some decent value if I tried to sell them, but I'm not going to. Oh God, Topps Finest. Jacoby Walter, Jalen Wells. I bought a lot of his stuff. Like, I'm curious to see what this card is worth right now. Probably about the same, maybe a little bit less. But that's why I try to buy them as cheap as possible. Like, that's $23. I probably could get close to that for that auto, maybe. If I tried to sell it now, it probably would be a loss on all of this stuff. But if Donovan Clingan gets traded to like the Lakers and starts playing good, those autos are going to go up in price, Reed Shepard auto. These guys are pretty good. I bought a lot of, I'm very pleased with how I played last year's basketball because I got a lot of stuff of the same guys. And I'm going to just keep that playbook going, keeping them. And then when they're not playing anymore, I sell them. And this is 2022, 23, I think. And you see the same thing. A lot of names. Now this guy right here, I don't know if he's still playing. But Lau, I know he's garbage now. Like, a lot of this stuff I need to get rid of. Even if it's just for like a lot of all up together. 2023, 24 rookie lot. $5. Get these out of let's clear up some space and get something. Because if we're going to be doing this for years, we want to have a lot of dope stuff. We don't want to have a lot of junk that people have to go through when we're 70 years old. Look here, we got the Wimbies. I bought a lot of Wimbies. And I think I probably bought too high, but I got a lot of them now. They're all base. There's nothing crazy because I hadn't really, this is when I was starting to get serious, 2023, 24. When Wimby came back, so I started like, okay, let's make a play here. But I bought them too high. And Topps Finest, again, atrocious. Got some select base, you know. And I probably won't ever end up with any high dollar Wemby cards because he's not like in my PC. But if he ends up being Michael Jordan, which he won't, but I got a lot of the base cards, and that's cool. 22, 23, Nemhard, you know. You're seeing that the players are, as I get further back in the basketball, it's like, oh, these are solid guys left. The solid guys are still standing. I wish I would have done that with football. So I took what I learned from football and I applied it to basketball. Now I want to do it with football and basketball. Like there's still some names in here that we can get rid of these guys. Like EJ Liddell out of 50. I should probably get rid of that. I don't know what's going on with him, but you know, it's a lot of it's a few gems in here as we get to the back. You see these Anthony Edwards, he's getting younger in these pictures. Giannis. You know, a lot of base stuff. I have a hard time holding on to serial number stuff. Like I get something serial number is instantly sell. Who is this? Okay, yeah, let's probably get rid of these. But you can kind of see like these are all the guys I should have sold a long time ago. And some Anthony Edwards rookies. So yeah, that's my marination station. How do you guys keep your cards? How do you keep everything organized? Let me know in the comments down below. Talk to you in the next one. Peace.